guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olivia Ostrom. If you're new here, welcome. Excited to have you here. And if you're not new here, welcome back. I love that you guys continue to come back to my videos. It means the world to me, but I'm really excited for today's video. It's been a minute since I filmed like an educational video, and honestly, these are some of my all-time favorite videos because I love videos where you can just learn from them, take action, and implement, and that's exactly what this video is. So I'm gonna be sharing with you 5 ways that you can get in shape and break past your weight loss plateaus. I'm really excited to dive into these tips. I know they're ones that you're gonna be able to implement today to really just get you started on your fitness journey so you can finally see some results. So let's go ahead and dive in. Just getting a little comfy and cozy on the floor. I was planning on filming sitting up here like a normal person, but to be honest, I am just way more comfortable sitting on the floor. Is anyone else like that? I just feel like even when I'm playing board games and stuff, I'm like at a coffee table, I love just sitting on the floor. Maybe that's weird, but got all my drinks, got my coffee, which I'm almost finished up, got my 3D energy, forgot my water, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and dive into this video. Who am I kidding? I need my water. We are back. Tip number 1 is make a plan. Now don't skip past this, don't fast forward this video because this is so important, and I see so many people kind of just not make a plan at all and just kind of try to wing it, continue to push back their workouts, they don't end up happening. Sit down, make a plan. I want you to think about how many times a week it's actually realistic for you to be working out. A lot of times when people are like, okay, I'm ready to go, I'm get back into the gym, they think, okay, I need to be in the gym 5-6 times a week, but for a lot of people, it's not realistic, myself included. A lot of times when people end up going all in, they're like, I'm gonna work out 6 times a week, and then they don't get to the gym 6 times a week because it's not realistic for them, and then they feel like they failed themselves, their confidence is shot, they don't end up going to the gym for the remainder of the week. So it's really important that you're being realistic so that you're not falling short on your goals and getting discouraged, especially if you're just getting started or if you're kind of picking things back up again. Once you figure out how many times you want to be working out, schedule them into your calendar like you would for any other appointment. If working out or getting healthy or losing weight, whatever your goals are, is a priority for you, then you need to make them a priority like you would for a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or a work meeting. If you use a calendar, I love Google Calendars, so I schedule everything in there, and if I have a crazy busy week, scheduling my workouts in saves me, because if I don't, so often I will just push them back later in the day, and then they don't end up happening, and then it turns into a busy week. But you do want to kind of think about like, okay, what time of day is actually good for you to get to the gym, and just be mindful of that when you're scheduling it in. Don't just schedule it in and say, okay, Monday I'm gonna work out. Pick a time, schedule it in like you would for any other appointment. Okay, tip number 2 is restrict yourself less. A lot of times when people are beginning a fitness journey or when they're kind of getting back into living a healthier lifestyle, they will go from 0 to 100 and they will restrict themselves from all of their favorite foods. And yes, sure, those restrictions can work for a short period of time, but for like the large majority of the population, it's just not realistic to live that way. So a lot of times what people do is they'll restrict themselves. They're like, okay, I'm gonna start on Monday, I'm going to, eat 100% clean. I hear this often. And they restrict themselves from any processed foods, any of the foods that they love, and they only eat whole foods. So they start off Monday, maybe Monday goes okay, Tuesday goes okay, Wednesday they're really starting to crave some of those foods. Maybe they gave in on Wednesday, but if not, they're likely giving in on Thursday, and come Friday, the weekend is a challenge in itself, and a lot of times people just kind of give up and just throw it all in the bag, and that's because it's not realistic for you to be restricting yourself from all of your favorite foods. So what I love to do is to just incorporate balance and really make sure that I'm maintaining that balance every single day of eating a large majority of wholesome foods, but not to the point where I'm always saying no to those foods that I love. I like to follow the 80-20 rule, so 20% of the time I enjoy those yummy foods. I love my ice cream. I love chocolate. I love sweets. That's where my heart lies. But I need to incorporate them daily because it just helps me. I enjoy them, helps my mental sanity, and it also helps me from going ahead and overeating. That's what happens a lot of times when people restrict, they end up overeating. A lot of times that's really just rooted from the actual restrictions. This is why I'm not a huge fan of diets, is because a lot of the times they're not actually sustainable. And if you want to see long-term success, because any fitness journey, it takes a long time to see real results. There is no quick fix. There is no magic pill. So you need to make sure that you're setting yourself up so that you can actually follow like your new healthier lifestyle for a long period of time so you can ultimately see those results. I am not a fan of diets. I say you can live a healthy lifestyle with balance, be mindful of the foods that you're fueling your body with, but still enjoy those foods that you love. After all, life is to be enjoyed. Food is to be enjoyed. Tip number 3 is ditch the I will start again on Monday mentality. Now, this is one that hits home for me because I struggled with this for years and years and years. And I always thought that this was just the way it would be and that I would always struggle on the weekends and be constantly restarting over on Monday. And now that I'm in a place where I'm not struggling with that anymore, I'm telling you, it is freaking amazing. So this kind of ties into tip number 2 of the restriction portion, but a lot of times people kind of have this all or nothing mentality, and when things don't go as planned, they throw it in the bag and they think, I'll start again on Monday. Now, you can imagine that if somebody is starting, let's say, their healthy lifestyle on Monday or their diet on Monday, and they end up falling off track on Wednesday and they completely throw it in the bag and they're like, you know what, I'll start again tomorrow. And then tomorrow rolls around, they don't kind of get started back with that healthy lifestyle, and the next day rolls around, and before you know it, they're telling themselves, I'll start again on Monday. Well, that's 5 full days of waiting and waiting and waiting because you have that I'll start again on Monday mentality. And for whatever reason, I guess it's just the beginning of the week, people feel like that's just the best time to get started. But truthfully, the best time to get started is now. When you feel that gut feeling of like, okay, maybe I overindulged or I skipped a workout or whatever it is that kind of made you feel like you fell off track, or maybe kind of made you sway away from your nutritional plan or your just healthy lifestyle changes that you were planning on making, like, you, as soon as you recognize that, you have the choice to make a change then and there. Don't feel like you have to wait till tomorrow to make a change. Please don't feel like you have to wait until Monday to make a change, because there is so much time in between when whatever that incident happens that makes you feel like you fell off track to Monday, where you can just make so much progress. And that was a huge reason that led me to success in my own fitness journey, is just recognizing that if a morning doesn't go as planned, or an afternoon, or a full day, just get back to it as soon as you can. The sooner the better. Okay, the next tip is one that a ton of people don't pay any attention to, and that is the quantity of protein that you're consuming. So I would say even closer to the 90% mark of the clients that I work with are not eating enough protein. They're eating half of the amount or even less sometimes of the protein that they should be eating. If you're wanting to see results, if you're wanting to gain muscle mass, if you're wanting to lower your body fat percentage and see some more definition, like, you need to be eating an adequate amount of protein. Protein is so amazing. It's going to help you feel satiated. It's going to help you repair your lean muscle mass. It just helps with so many different functions in your body, and it's such a vital macronutrient. So it's one that you should definitely start paying attention to. If right now you're thinking, I have no idea how much protein I'm consuming, use MyFitnessPal. It's so easy to use. There's tons of videos on YouTube of how to actually use the app, but it's one where you just input the food that you're eating, and it'll let you know how many grams of protein that you're having in a day. And that'll kind of let you know your starting point of where you're at right now. The next tip that I wanted to share with you today is that consistency is the most important thing in your fitness journey. Now, like I mentioned before, consistency is ultimately what's going to lead you to results, because to see results in a fitness journey, it takes time. It's definitely not something that happens overnight, doesn't happen in a week. For a lot of people to even see initial changes, I say give it like 6 weeks. That's how much time it takes to see real results. So I need you to be patient and just be consistent. So many people, this is their downfall, is that they're not consistent for a long enough period of time. They give up before they even give their body an opportunity to see any progress, and then they throw it in the bag. And if you're not giving your body any time to make these changes, especially if you've been following maybe, you know, an old way of eating that wasn't the best way of eating for years and years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20, 30 years, you've kind of been eating that way and maybe you weren't so active. Like if you've been following that old lifestyle for years and years, you can't expect your body to just change overnight. Like that's not realistic at all. So I know it's oversaid, but like it is so important, and I can't stress enough about how truly important it is to be consistent. And that's again why I'm a believer in living a healthy lifestyle that involves balance, so you can enjoy yummy food, enjoy your workouts, enjoy moving your body, because that's going to allow you to see the most success long term, and that will allow you to be consistent and actually just enjoy the whole process. Now, as far as actual progress goes, while being consistent, do not rely on the scale to see results. So what happens is people will step on the scale daily, and the number on the scale will go up and down and up and maybe up again and then down. And when it's down, they're feeling good, but when the number is high, they're feeling like they're failing themselves. And that's normal. Our weight, especially as females, will fluctuate on a daily basis, and it will fluctuate even more when we're on our periods. It's normal for us to gain somewhere between 3 to 5 pounds when we're on our menstrual cycle. Like, you need to expect that the number is going to go up and down, so don't rely on the scale to see results. There's so many other ways to monitor progress. Some of my favorite ways are progress photos, measurements, how you feel it in your own skin, your energy, what you see, the changes you physically see when you look in the mirror, how your clothes are fitting, how you're sleeping at night, how your lifts are going, how much weight you're lifting in the gym. Like, there is so many different ways to monitor progress. So I don't want you going to the scale just to look for results, because there's so many other ways to monitor that. And so many clients I have worked with have lost a lot of body fat percentage, but the number on the scale kind of stays relatively the same, but it looks like they've lost a ton of weight because they've done a total body recomposition. And I've seen this in my own fitness journey as well. So I just encourage you to be consistent, but make sure you're monitoring that progress along the way. And if you want to use the scale as a means to measure your progress, look at your weekly average. So add up however many times you hopped on the scale that week and then divide it by that number. That will give you your weekly average, and monitor your weekly averages over time. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see some more educational videos, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, these are literally my favorite videos to film. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it till the end of this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up. That just supports me and my channel, and it means the world to me that you guys enjoy these videos and support me. So I can't thank you enough, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!